Good morning. Today we learn about use effect. So, to learn about use effect, you must understand what use state is. First of all, we import use effect from React. So import use effect from React and use. So this use effect has two parts. One is for arrow function, this part, and the second part is for dependency array. This is square bracket is for dependency array. So let me divide this uh, arrow function and this part dependency array. So this one is arrow function and this one is dependency array. In this use effect, this arrow function is dependent on this dependency array. This use effect execute this arrow function in two conditions. The first condition, whenever we reload the page, it execute this arrow function, and the second condition is whenever the value of any variable inside a dependency array changes, it executes this arrow function. Let me show you. First of all, we keep this dependency array empty, so we can see that it we can test how it behaves. Console.log I use. So whenever we reload this page, this pop-ups, you see here, this high use effect pops up, and this is the first condition for use effect to execute this arrow function. Inside this arrow function, console.log I use effect. So whenever this page reloads, this pops up, but when we click this increase button, it won't affect any of this because it doesn't depend on this value of count. So if we want to make this arrow function dependent on the value of count, like when we click button, the state of count changes and it depends on this count, the arrow function depends on this count, it will trigger this arrow function. Now we test this use effect by writing here the dependency. Let me give the dependency count. So this arrow function is dependent on the value of count. Whenever the value of count changes, this arrow function executes. Let me show you. First refresh the page. Forgot to save. So for now it print high use effect. Whenever we click this, see, whenever I click this increases the value of count +1 and this triggers this arrow function. So this is how use effect works. Thank you.